Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new, welcome. Please do not hesitate to click on that subscribe button and join the family. So I am so sorry, I've been gone for like 7 months and I actually have been trying to record this video at home, but things are just not coming together. Welcome back to my channel. If you are new, welcome. I am so sorry. So as you guys have seen in the title, I'll be explaining my story of how I got scammed. I hope that this video is maybe an eye-opener to some people who are not aware of such things. But yeah, so on this day I had a morning exam. What happened was I woke up, my network coverage was proper, everything was proper. I went to shower and then came back to a message from Zando saying that my order had been dispatched because I had ordered something from them. So I went down for breakfast and then I came back. When I came back, I realized that my phone said no service. So in my head, I'm thinking it's just network coverage issues. It's not a big deal, you know. When I go to ride, I'll switch off my phone. Maybe the network will be back by then. So I went to ride. I switched off my phone, obviously. And then after writing, I switched it back on. It still said no service. In my head, I'm thinking, because you know how some networks be, I was like, okay, it will be fine, I'll just take time. So I had to go to downtown to get a couple of things. I took both my phones. I had this other phone, yeah. So when I was in downtown, I had to call my sister and ask her something. And remember, on my network, on my MTN SIM card, I had no network coverage, so I had to use my Vodacom, which was in this phone. So what I did was I went into a store and then I took out my SIM card from this phone that I'm using to film and then put it in this small phone, and then I exchanged. Right. So as you know that I cannot use cell phone banking to buy airtime because that was not the SIM card that I have registered with my bank. So I had to use my banking app. I then go into my banking app because I want to buy airtime for this Vodacom number so that I can call my sister. So I go onto the app and next thing I just see a balance of 00. Like I have other savings account under that account, so it was like the account that had money was 00. So I was actually shocked, like how did this happen? And then I went on to check the reference, like where my money went and stuff, and then the reference said something about cash sent USDD something, and I didn't really get it because I had never cash sent money to anyone. So I'm like, okay, that's fine, at least I had cash on me. So I bought whatever I wanted to buy for my sister, thinking that wherever my money went, everything is gonna be resolved, like I'll get my money back and stuff. So I bought whatever I bought, rushed back to Race. When I get to Race, I called my bank, right? And when I called them, I explained the whole story of how my phone had been having no service, blah 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 blah. And while I was explaining the whole story, this just came to my mind that somebody might have done a SIM swap using my number. So also the lady I was speaking to was like, yeah, that could have happened. Like, have you ever given your PIN to someone? Does anybody know like your banking details, all your details? I was like, no. That's fine, so what do we do now? And then the lady was like, we'll just suspend your account for further investigations. And yeah, so immediately when she hung up, I called MTN because that was my service provider. I called them and then I explained my whole story. So the guy who was helping me said, yeah, you have been somebody has made a SIM swap using my phone. So I was like, okay, SIM swap it back to me so that I know what's happening at least, because you never know, the person has your number, maybe they're busy texting people, scamming them using your number, asking for money. Like, guys, there was a lot going on. So I then called them. They explained the whole thing, that someone has done a SIM swap using your number. So what we're gonna do is that you keep your phone on, we're gonna SIM swap the number back to you, and that SIM card was still in this phone. So I hung up, and by this time it's even getting late, so I hung up. And then as soon as I did, like a minute later or 2 minutes later, I received a message saying that I have received my number back, which was okay. But then I sat down, guys, I was crying because whoever did this thing had cash sent all my money in that account to wherever, and the money had already been redeemed. Therefore, I wasn't going to get my money back, even if, like, you know. So I started crying. Yo, I cried. I mean, like, that money could have lasted me a month or maybe 2. It was not that much, but it was that much, if you get what I mean. But yeah, okay, so I get my cell phone account or whatever back. 10 minutes after that, I received a message from Cell-C saying that something about my number has been ported to Cell-C, to stop SMS, whatever. So in my head, I'm thinking maybe this person is trying to scam me again. I'm not SMSing anything, I'm not doing anything. Jiggy, no network again, no service again on this phone. Therefore, the person had ported my number to Cell-C. I was like, this person is out to get me. I even messed up, so I was like, okay, baby girl, when you wake up in the morning, go to the bank, like, go to these networks, like, go do something. So I woke up early in the morning, and this was the day of my friend's birthday. So I woke up early in the morning. I went to MTN, and MTN was, I was like, I want to block this number because somebody SIM swapped it, you know, scammed me, and then ported the number to Cell-C. So they were like, no, we can't help you with that, you have to go to Cell-C to block that number, blah 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 blah. So what I did was I went to Cell-C. I got there, the person said, some lady said the person who is in charge of blocking numbers and stuff was not around, so you have to, like, maybe call or come back later and stuff. So I was like, cool. And then I went to the bank also, just to see, like, just to try my luck if I could get any money. And then the guy who was helping me was like, has the matter been escalated and stuff? I was like, yeah, they have escalated the matter, so where do we go from here? They were like, you'll have to change all your details. It's like, okay, cool. I didn't really get much of help, like the help I thought I was gonna get, but then that was fine. So a couple of days later, this was when now I was at home, I also got a message from Capitec saying that I need to go to their offices to speak to a consultant, whatever. And I spoke to the consultant, and bad news was that I couldn't get my money back because whoever cash sent the money had redeemed the money. So in other words, they had, maybe, I think I'm explaining this story as to what I think happened. So the person basically used the *120 option, and then they cash sent money, redeemed the money from maybe ShopRite or wherever they can redeem the money. And Capitec was thinking that it was me that did that. So guys, I still haven't recovered financially, but then I hope I do. And another thing is that, guys, be aware of such things. I remember the consultant I was speaking to over the phone when I went to Capitec, he told me that if you notice that your phone has no service, just call your banks and, like, freeze your accounts. So also, it's a thing of how do you know that it's a SIM swap type of no service coverage stuff? Because usually when I'm at home, we do have network coverage issues, but then this time I was thinking it was one of those network coverage issues. So in my head I was like, how do you know? But then now, guys, be aware, like, if your phone says no service for the longest time, I don't know, like, freeze your cards, do something, because these things happen. And also another scam that you guys should be aware of is that one where somebody calls you claiming that somebody is doing a SIM swap using your phone. They'll give you digits to, like, yeah, just dial *134 to stop the thing from happening, knowing pretty well that they're about to scam you. So I actually don't know, guys. Just be aware. I don't know, like, what to tell you, but then just be aware of such things. They do happen, it's real, scammers do exist. And yeah, I hope this video was I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I don't know if you can enjoy such a sad story, but then I hope for some of you guys it was eye-opening. And if you really like this video, please do leave a like, and please do leave a comment if you had maybe been scammed before. Thank you guys for watching this video. I will see you in my next video. Bye.